Halloween's right around the corner, and let me tell you, few things on this world scare me more than a game with full motion video, but, you know, not in that good way. I wanted to find a game that was actually really scary, an FMV title that really captured the spirit of Halloween, but when I tried finding an FMV game that actually set out to be scary, well...
Disco dance, disco dance, disco dance!
You know, the scary part there is that was about as good as FMV games ever got, and it's remarkable to me that in all this time, you can still name all the good FMV games that were ever made on, like, one hand, and maybe it's just me, but this really isn't that hard to figure out. The good FMV games actually have, you know, actors, guys like Mark Hamill, Biff, Malcolm McDowell, Billy D. Williams, Tim fucking Curry.
To think you could master my science. Brulee.
George Takei.
You are made of stupid.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair. Wait, no, sorry, I fucked up. Christopher Walken?
This guy is unfucking believable.
I can't even remember what point I was trying to make now, but even earlier than the very first CD-ROMs, you could still find a ton of full-motion video games. In the form of board games, that is. You're familiar with the game Dragon Strike, right? Well, there were a ton of other board games that incorporated fully produced VHS tapes as a much more integral part of the game, the most famous of which was Nightmare, or Atmosphere, as it would later be called. Actually, what's funny is the main reason they changed the title to Atmosphere was to avoid confusion with a popular British television series called Nightmare, which is something else I reviewed a long time ago. The game is one of the easiest I've ever played. You pick a character, you pick a number, you roll your dice, you move your mice, and you follow the instructions on the space you land. Sometimes you get cards to fuck with other people, and sometimes you don't. All you have to do is eventually get 6 keys and be the first to get to the center of the board and not draw the card you wrote your worst nightmare on before 60 minutes have passed on screen. It really is one of the most simplistic, brain-dead games I've ever seen. It basically plays itself. All you do is you roll and you move, and you play most cards automatically in response to something happening, like when someone lands on your gravestone or the moment a specific time passes. I think the only real challenge to this game is that eventually you get so many cards, it's hard to remember what you've got and you're waiting for like a dozen different times to pass. The game is still really easy, but at the same time it's hard to win, if that makes sense, because the whole time you're playing...
The gatekeeper!
Oh, Jeff, I forgot to turn the TV down, sorry. This guy can get a little loud, hang on.
When I speak, you will stop. And you will listen!
Yeah.
Hmm?
So yeah, the start of this whole thing is the gatekeeper, this guy who likes to periodically interrupt the game and yell at the players and inflict bullshit punishments on them for things like rolling the dice poorly or not yelling, "Yes, my gatekeeper," whenever he appears on screen. I know he's supposed to be scary, but when I played, nobody could even keep a straight face around when he was on the screen. It's just that whenever he does show up, he startles the fuck out of everybody because there's this huge fucking thunderclap and... Jesus Christ!
It will pay dearly.
Don't do that!
You will be punished!
What? Me?
Yes, you! Answer me, you maggot!
What? What did I do?
You must answer, "Yes, my gatekeeper!"
Oh, that. Sorry, I should have explained. I'm not actually playing the game. I just put the tape in to show people what...
Do it! Don't waste my time, for you have precious little of it.
No, you don't understand. I'm not actually playing the game, I'm just reviewing it for my website.
Huh?
I'm doing a review of your game for my website. Comprende website? It's called the Spoony Experiment.
That is a stupid name, isn't it, you maggot?
No, 'cause I'm Spoony.
I think it is. So do all the others.
Yeah, it's kind of a long story about this old Final Fantasy game for the Super Nintendo where there's this character named Edward who's a bard. And anyway, somebody calls Edward a spoony bard, and I just thought it was a really funny word because I had no idea what it means. And so I used it for my Dungeons & Dragons character, and then one thing led to another.
How old are you?
Okay, first of all, Dungeons & Dragons is a very adult game, and I resent the implication that it's an image...
Answer me, old maggot!
28.
That old?
Look! It's supposed to be nerdy, okay? I'm an entertainer. This is what I do. I review nerdy bullshit like this for laughs.
Everybody must pity you.
No, actually, as far as internet critics go, I think I'm pretty popular. I think. I mean, everyone seems to love the robot and the reviews and the website.
They won't soon. They'll hate you like I do.
Yeah, but what other choice do I have? I mean, it's not like I set out wanting to do this bullshit. I mean, I had prospects at one time. I got a college education. Computer science, I thought that was a good idea, but no. I mean, I could have been anything. I could have been a doctor, or a filmmaker, or the kid from The Last Starfighter.
You can blame it on the others, not me.
Okay, seriously, I'm getting really stressed out now, so why are you here and fucking up my whole review, dude?
You ask why? Because I can. Because I'm the gatekeeper. And this is my game, and your nightmare.
Wait, did you just skronk on me?
Like to meet me on the other side, little one? Enjoy your fall down into the black hole. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the black hole, or as he calls it, the black hole.
Banished to the black hole! The black hole. The black hole. The black hole. The black hole.
If you land in there by accident, or the gatekeeper banishes you there, you don't get to move until he lets you out, or someone lands on this space. By landing on this space, you have released... You know, for a game meant to be played in the dark, this game has a lot of reading and a really strange font. Mostly the cards are a complete waste of time. Like, when you draw a time card, it tends to be either useless, or it refers to a time that's already passed. A lot of the cards will tell you to scream in other people's ears in some attempt to scare them, which is a great way to take their fake cards and get punched in the fucking head. The game kind of assumes you're playing with all 6 people, because many of the cards and spaces on the board refer to exact characters and numbers, and if they're not playing, I guess you just ignore them. And that's a pretty big assumption. I'm in a weekly board gaming club, and do you know how hard it is for me to find 5 other players interested in playing a good game? I hate the chance cards. They're useless. They all say things like, if you're the Mummy Khufu and your number is 4, flip a coin. If you get heads, receive a key. So, okay, not only do I have to land on a chance space and have one of the 6 possible characters on the card, and have the right random number out of 6 possible, I have to win a 50-50 coin toss on top of that. So, statistically, each card is, what, a 1 in 72 chance at best? Less, actually, since there are also key cards in the chance deck. If you get both halves, you get a key, but when I played, by the end of the game, I had like a million fucking key cards, but they were all the same half. Is someone just holding on to a similar hand of cards, just with the other half of the key? Well, no, because I looked through the entire chance deck, and you know how many cards had the other half of the key on it? 1! Fucking 1! The phrase needle in a fucking haystack springs to mind.
Stop!
What?
Look at me, you maggot. Yes, look at me. Do not turn away from me. You will stare down deep into my eyes and keep looking at me until I fade away.
What, like a staring contest?
Don't blink, maggot. If you blink just once, you've shown me your weakness. I'll take a key from you.
Hold it! Lee from Still Gaming!
So, you want a staring contest, huh? You think you can take me? Go ahead on.
Hey, how did you get into my house?
Let's do this!
Don't blink, little maggot. I'm watching you. I see you. Peekaboo. Don't blink, you little maggot.
Do it, Tootie Man, do it!
I've been fair to you all.
Oh, dude, look, you totally made him cry!
I have been good to you all. On occasion.
That's right, I told you not to mess with my boy Lee here!
Now, are you gonna keep being a cunt bucket, or are you gonna be good and let Spoony finish his review?
Now I choose to be good.
Okay, then. I'm gonna go make waffles!
Believe it or not, there's actually something worse than being in the blago. At about 10 minutes in, it was my turn, and then the gatekeeper told me I couldn't play again until I rolled a 6 on my turn.
You must roll a 6 to play again.
You know how fucking long it took me to roll a 6? A half hour! I sat there with my thumb up my ass for a half hour because I couldn't roll a fucking 6! The only thing worse than that is when the gatekeeper tells the oldest player to sit there and hold the whole game up until he can roll his age exactly on one die. If he goes over, he has to start over. So yeah, if you didn't know what your worst nightmare was before, trust me, it's sitting on your ass doing nothing but watch your dad try to roll his own age on one 6-sided die for a half hour. And you know what? Even though I literally sat out 3/4 of this game in the black hole and trying to roll a 6, I still won! Because during the last 2 minutes of the game, the gatekeeper just gives away all the keys he didn't have before. So the winner of this game is completely fucking arbitrary. The other players wanted to fucking kill me after I won because I wasted an hour of their lives like this. And, you know, you're only ever going to play this game one time. Even if you really liked it or you thought the video was good for a laugh, once you've seen it, well, that's basically it. It's not going to be any different the next time. There's no replay value, and that's a tough sell for a board game.
Stop!
Who the hell are you?
I am the gate cleaner.
Ah, yeah, I thought you were, you know, the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper is my uncle who got me this job.
Well, you don't sound like you enjoy it very much.
No! I get paid minimum wage, but I have to buy my own cleaning supplies. Does that sound fair to you, little maggot? Answer me!
No, it sounds like it sucks, and maybe you should take it up with management or something. Listen, I just finished this review, so maybe I better wrap this up and go before...
Oh, finished. You think you finished my game so easily? There were sequels! Your nightmare has just begun, Spoony.
Sequels? Oh, oh man!
Is that enough replay value, maggot? You have 1 year to review all the games. If you fail, you will be punished. I'd like to punish you now. You are banished until you have cleaned the black hole.
Wait a minute, clean the black hole? That's not fair!
Welcome back to FMV Hell, Spoony One. For when you enter the black hole, you enter the world of Pumpkinhead.
Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. We're sweating, laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream. You know inside you feel right at home. Yeah. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my breakdown.
I banish you to the black hole.
You're stuck here.